Hi guys, so today is Vlogmas day 18. I think today is the 18th. Anyway, I don't know. It's Monday. It is 18th because next Monday is the 25th. I can't wait because I'm like, I don't know if I want to post another video. But anyway, you guys know I'm posting a video every day. So I want to talk to you guys about getting paid every 2 weeks. I hate getting paid every 2 weeks. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to getting paid once a month. So you guys know I get a retirement check. And at my jobs I've been having these last few years, they pay every 2 weeks. That sucks. Let me tell you. So last Friday, I had an attitude because I checked my bank account and I was like, why my check ain't in my account? And I thought about it. And I said, you know, when I get to work, I'm going to go off on somebody. Somebody's going to explain something to me. Somebody got some explaining to do. Not explaining, but some explaining. And then it dawned on me. I said, hey, ding dong, you need to check your calendar. Because I put on my calendar what days I get paid, okay? So I can keep track of my monies. And it said, you get paid next week. So I had a whole attitude because I'm like, why my money ain't in my account? But that big old gap between 2 weeks, that's a problem. So I'm working on getting some gap money. I don't like not getting paid every week. I ain't used to that. I still ain't used to it. And I've been getting paid every 2 weeks for the last 2 or 3 years. Because I didn't work the first year when I retired. So from 2021 to 2023, I've been getting paid every 2 weeks. I got a problem with that. I don't like my account being that quiet. That's why I went on and got a little job, because my monthly check from my retirement, that wasn't getting it. I'm like, my account is too quiet. And then I was getting my little checks from YouTube. That didn't make my account sound no better either. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. So I said, well, let me get a little job. So I started hearing like ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, the little coins falling into my account and stuff. But it's too far apart. I'm like, I'm not used to this ching-a-ling-a-ling, ching-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, every 2 week stuff. So I be talking to my coworkers. I'm used to it every 2 weeks. You know, I ain't never had a job to pay me every week, but I'm used to my every 2 weeks. You can balance your money, but no, you can't. You cannot balance your money better with no every 2 weeks, okay? You can balance your money way better with every once a week. That's what I'm used to. You know, that's where I'm coming from with my money. You know what I'm saying? But it's not really about balancing my money to me. It's just the fact that I ain't got nothing to look forward to. I knew. As a matter of fact, before I retired at my old job, I used to get paid every Thursday and Friday. Let me explain. So when I was a hottie back in 1996, when I was 26, I was 26. I bought a 1995 Chevy Camaro drop top convertible with dipped chrome rims, and I had zebra seats and seat covers. I was a fly girl at that time. And baby, I had to pay $416 a month for my car note for 5 years. So when I went through my credit union, and they financed it for me. So what they did was they was taking out a certain amount of money out of my check every Thursday, because we used to get paid every Thursday at my old job. Well, as years had gone by, my job had turned over to direct deposit. So when I paid my car off, I still was able to get that car note payment on Thursday and then get the difference of the paycheck on Friday, because I had grandfathered in on the payroll deduction. So since I was getting payroll deduction, they let me keep the payroll deduction. So on Thursday, I would get my car note payment. After I paid, you probably saying, well, how you get a payment and you making payments on the car? Once I paid my car off, I should say that. Once I paid my car off, I was able to, that money that was my car note, they gave it, I used to get paid. That money came in on Thursday because I was making weekly payments with my check. So they just, since I grandfathered in, they just left it the same way. Then I got paid the difference on Fridays when they did direct deposit. You got it. I hope you understand what I'm saying. But anyway, I was using my stuff hitting every Thursday and Friday. And then back when I was younger, I messed up a lot of my money, guys. When I bought my house, I was so excited. I wanted everything instantly. So I ran up credit cards, and then I withdrew a second mortgage off my home, and then I refinanced my home. I think I refinanced my home like 4 or 5 times. Until one day I said, hey, ding dong, you're upside down in your house, upside down in your cars. You have no money. You flat belly broke. I wasn't even living paycheck to paycheck. You know how you can live paycheck to paycheck? Be like, you know, I got enough money to get me to this paycheck. I was negative paycheck to negative paycheck. Let me tell you what I used to do, guys. Don't do this, but you can. I was so financially jacked up to where I would write a personal check for some gas. So say for instance, gas was cheap at that time. So all I needed was like $30 to fill up my gas tank. So on Tuesday, I would write a check for $30, give it to the cashier at the gas station, get my gas, didn't have no money in my account, but I knew the check would cash on Thursday because I got paid on Thursday. And I did that like for a long time. I knew that if I had enough, I knew that I was getting paid on Thursdays. If I write a check for $30 or even $40 or whatever at the time, it was $30. It was very cheap. It could have been $25. That's how broke I was. I didn't even have $25 or $25 to $30 every week to get gas in my car. You know you broke when you live off your credit cards. When you have to buy groceries on your credit cards, you ain't got no money. It's real. That's not good. So I would use my credit card for food, and then I would write a check for gas. I had it down pack. I was good, baby. I was good. And so since I knew I would get paid on Thursdays, I would write a check on Tuesday. It took 2 days to cash, and I never bounced. Woo! Now when I was younger, like when I was 20 years old and stuff, 19, 20, that's when we used to pump our gas. You could pump your gas and pay later. And I used to steal gas. Okay, why am I telling people I was a thief? Well, that's what 20-year-olds do. We steal and get into mischief and make poor decisions. But I used to work for Sears as a cashier, and I got fired because I wasn't counting the money right out the drawer. And so Sears said, "Well, you're giving our money away, or you're taking money." Either I was overdrawn, which means if you overdraw on your drawer, you're taking money from the customer. And if you under whatever it is, if you got money coming not as much, you either stealing or you're giving money away. So whatever the case may be, I didn't do well as a cashier. I used to mess that money up. So they fired me. And when they fired me, I got mad at them. Now mind you, I'm 19, 20 years old. When they fired me, I told my ex-boyfriend at the time that they fired me because they said I wasn't a good cashier. I said, but check this out. They have free gas. He was like, free gas? I said, yeah. All you got to do is go out there and pump your gas and pretend like you're going to come in and pay for it. They ain't got no cameras. And just drive off. He was like, really? I said, they do it every day. They do it every day at the stove, at the gas station. He was like, cool. I said, so he was broke too at the time. And baby, when I tell you, he and I used to go out there every week to Sears out there in Northwest Plaza here in St. Louis. Go out there every week, just fill up our tank. We had no jobs. We used to fill up our tanks and steal that gas and drive off. Well, he had told his friends, and his friends told his friends, and before I knew it, it was like 15 or 20 of us going out there every week, just hitting them up. You know, young folks get dirty. You piss them off, hey, they gonna get their lick back. Until one of the people in our group, well, really wasn't my group because I didn't know the guy, but he was in my ex-boyfriend's friends group. So the word had got out that we can get free gas, and so everybody was going out there until somebody got caught. So one of them got arrested. We was like, okay, we ain't do that no more. But yeah, guys, I knew I was broke. I was upside down when I felt like I needed to sell my house, I needed to sell my cars, and probably sell my ass. Okay, but I knew I wasn't gonna sell my booty like that. But what I did was I put myself on a debt diet, a 3-year debt diet. And my bus driver job I had, there was always money to be made. I'm like, girl, what you tripping off of? Why you tripping off of your money? Because I didn't want to work overtime. That was the problem. I accumulated all that debt, and I did not want to work overtime to pay it off. My pride wouldn't let me do it until I started feeling like, okay, the walls started closing in on me, and I was making these poor financial decisions. I couldn't make it from the paycheck to the next paycheck. I was like, you ain't even robbing Peter to pay Paul. You robbing Paul to pay Paul, to pay Peter. What you doing? So I sat down and I put some numbers on papers, and I calculated and I got stuff together and came up with a plan. And before you knew it, guys, I was out of debt in 2.5 years. I worked overtime for 2.5 years straight. I got out of debt. I had a high debt load. The debt I had didn't even match my income. So I worked a lot of overtime, paid it off. And guys, after I paid off my cars and refinanced my house for the last time and got myself together, I was so proud of myself. But there was 2 problems I developed. I was so sleepy. I think that's, some of you guys don't have sleep apnea. That's when I think I had sleep apnea incubating in my body. And then after working at all that overtime, I think it pulled it out. Plus I was detoxing and eating better, and it was pulling out all those illnesses I had in my body. But I used to fall asleep at the drop of a dime because I was just that exhausted. I was pulling in like $1,200 a week, take home. That was back then when I wasn't even making as much money as I was making when I left the job. And so, yeah, I got out of debt. Okay, so the other thing is, I didn't have any money. I was still broke. You probably were saying, Nezi, you paid up all your bills. Why were you broke? Well, because I paid off my bills. That's why I was broke in the first place. I forgot how much money I was in debt. Like, at the time, like 30 or 40,000 or something outside of my house and my cars. So, no, I only had 1 car at that time. So, when you think about paying off all your debt, you still gonna be broke. That's why you was broke in the first place, because you had all the debt. So if I had $30,000 worth of debt and I paid it all off within like 2.5, 3 years, I still ain't got no money because I paid off the stuff I accumulated. But I was still in a better place. And then I remember freeing up 1 check. I freed up 1 check by not getting my hair done, not getting my nails done, and then I had gotten rid of at the time it was Brinks. So the little Brinks security system on the house, I stopped paying all that stuff, all that little monthly stuff. And when I got through getting rid of a lot of stuff, just stuff I was paying for that was not necessary, I had freed up 1 paycheck, guys. At first I didn't have no paycheck. No free paycheck. But when I just got rid of just basic fancy stuff, I stopped going out, I stopped buying clothes, I stopped a lot of stuff. I freed up 1 paycheck. And I was able to breathe. I was like, so now you got to free up try to free up 2 paychecks. And that's what I did. So, and I was good for a long time. Then I ran up my debt again. And then that's another story. But then when I got to be about 36, 37, I said, well, okay, you can't be having all these bills and debts and stuff because you want to retire real soon. Because I knew I started hating my job like in my 15th year. Was it 15? Whatever it was. I was about 36, 37. And I started writing out a plan like, okay, you're gonna be retired by 52. But I ended up retiring 50. Anyway, that's a long story. That's another story. But like I was saying, I hate getting paid every 2 weeks. But that's okay. I'm gonna make some money next year. I'm gonna fill in that gap. I'm gonna get me some gap money because I need gap money. I don't like it. I don't like getting paid every 2 weeks. It sucks. So, all right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. I'm going to see you tomorrow. I'm going to finish watching this video. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.